Hey guys, a long time no talk. Today, we're just gonna get right into the video. So I thought like an appropriate video to kind of come back on, hop back on the YouTube train would be a Q1 like wrap up or update. So yeah, if you're interested to see my current lineup and how it's changed since the beginning of the month, then or the beginning of the year, then keep on watching. So there's a couple things that have changed. Honestly, kind of a lot. I think the only thing that really hasn't changed is my rings. I am still using my rings, but I guess kind of different. So in the beginning of the year, I was using a Hobonichi Weeks for my like everyday planner, and that has since moved back into my rings. My rings is like my home base and it's where I'm most comfortable, and I think that just kind of drew me back in. I was really sad about not being in it as much as I would like. I have been with my Gillio now for a month. It was a month yesterday, so on Tuesday. So I'll kind of talk about that and that journey in my weekly flip, which will be my next video. But right now I just kind of want to talk about my lineup and where I'm at with it. So this is my everyday carry, my planner for all intents and purposes. So monthly, weekly, and daily planning all gets done in here, as well as like collections and other things like that. So yeah, that hasn't, I mean, I guess it's changed because it was my Hobonichi Weeks. I have since stopped using my Hobonichi Weeks, and I'll kind of show you like a stack of planners that I'm no longer using at the end here. But yeah, no longer using the Hobonichi Weeks, just in my rings. The next thing that has changed, I mean, this was with me in the beginning of the year, but I was using it a bit different. So I guess we can kind of go into this stack of planners. In the beginning of the year, I did have this insert for memory keeping, and that lasted all but like a week and a half, and I never touched it again. So that was a flop, but I am still using this, not nearly enough. So I kind of want to also say about this, I guess. I'm not really using this. It's just kind of when I feel the need to journal, or like right now, or most times than not, like I'm using it to swatch out my new washies and things like that. But this is my journal, so anytime I want to long form journal or do anything like that, I will reach for this book. And I just swapped it over to this Planner Monkey Co. notebook, which I was using at the beginning of the year, or planning to use this as my journal, and I kind of fell off of this size. I really wanted my standard TN, so I guess I replaced this book with something else, which you'll see here in a minute. But I kind of swapped out the notebook, which kind of seems like a waste since I didn't really get to use that week's size. But where I'm at right now in my life, I'm not journaling a lot. I did want to, or I was contemplating purchasing the Journaling Home April kit to kind of give me prompts to journal about, but we'll see what I end up doing. I do really want to journal more, but it's just not happening at this current moment. But if it were to pick up and continue, it will be in this journal, and that is what I'm using for that. I do have 2 new additions, which will round out my lineup for this quarter. So my rings for planning, my standard TN Planner Monkey Co. notebook for journaling, and then this is a new addition that I've added in, which is a Passport TN. I set this up honestly just to be a purse notebook. So I have a new purse system, and I'm contemplating filming a video on that, but I did purchase a Portland Leather Goods system, and you'll kind of see in that video when I upload that what I mean when I say system. But I do have like a little tiny crossbody that it's actually Michael's fault. The reason I even set this journal or notebook up, he was like, so what planner are you gonna have to carry in that bag? And I was like, you know what, you're right, I should set something up, because my little bag is kind of what I take into the store or when I'm doing like quick runs, and I wanted a notebook that I could carry around in those moments, because my personal wide and Franklin Covey compact duo will not fit in that tiny little crossbody. It's like a little envelope style. And so I got this. So that bag is black, so that is why I went with the black cover, and I'm really happy I did. The leather on here is really smooth and soft. I added this cute little charm, or it's a paper clip from the Superior Labor, just to add more gold, because I did end up going with a sterling ink passport notebook, and I got the gilded edge, and I thought that that was really pretty. And yeah, this is just what I take on the go. I use this to kind of hold things there. I added some photos, and this is literally just a brained up notebook for me to take while I'm on the go. I keep little post-it notes here with grocery lists and things I need to get from the store. That way I can just whip this out in the store and kind of know what I need and go through the motions. And then I keep receipts back here. And also I have this little craft notebook that I keep a Annie Plans Printables check register printable in here. So it's also my check register for on the go. So really functional and something that stays in my planner or my purse. If I jot anything down in here while I'm on the go, because it is a brain dump, I'll come home and I will update my planner. So yeah, it's a really nice piece of my system, and I'm really enjoying it. And then last but not least, the last new addition to my system, which may shock some of you guys, but sorry for bumping the camera, but I'm really loving it. I'm not going to say it's going to stick, because every time I claim to love something and then like I gush and rave about it, I end up stopping. So I'm not going to say that this will stick, but it's something I wanted to try out, and I completely blame Yvette over at the Planner Mommy. And honestly, a lot of people in the planner community, because it is a very popular planner, and I had been contemplating it for a while. But this is a Commit 30. I got the undated because all of the dated were like sold out in the standard size. I really wanted the standard. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I have an issue, or not an issue, but when I think of A5 size, I think of this huge planner, and then every time I get one in, like the cousin and now this, like it's a lot more compact than I thought it would be. But I love it. It's the perfect size, and I'm using this for memory keeping. I love the layout. I love that it is so reminiscent to an Erin Condren. I have wanted Erin Condren to come out with an A5 vertical planner for so long, and you know, they continuously let us down. So hopefully that's something they come out with, but I'm loving this. I love it. It truly does feel like printer paper. I'm planning to do like a video on this planner and how I have it set up coming up, so definitely be on the lookout. I just wanted to kind of talk about my lineup in this video, but yeah, loving this, and we will talk more about that. But for right now, it is my memory planner, and that is rounding out my system. So a lot of things have changed. Really, the only thing that has stayed constant is a notebook for journaling or just like dumping, and my rings. So it looks a lot different just after 3 months, and I'm, interested to see where it will go from here. So I'm kind of sad. So these are kind of the things that I am no longer using over here, but we'll kind of switch gears here. So I'm sad that I'm not using my weeks. I really thought that this was going to be like a perfect addition, and it was for a while there, but I don't know. I really wanted to, I think my issue was I really wanted to be in my rings for everything planning, and I didn't see a use to use them both at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. It's the same story, different planner, same story, different year. Last year I really just didn't stick with my weeks. I was in and out of it, and I constantly was drawn back to it, which I feel like a lot of people are in the planner community. They're just drawn to the Hobonichi weeks, but I think this will be my last one. I'm not going to purchase another one. It's an amazing planner, and I might be in it again at some point this year, but I can't keep buying them because they just always end up being wasted in my hands. So I was using this, or I was going to try and do this again, and I might jump back in it again, but I'm severely behind. I don't know how many days I've even filled out this year. 2. I filled out 2 days this year, so yeah, I just think I'm not good with like daily check-in things. I mean, I check in with my planner every day, but that's out of necessity. Never say never. I might jump back in here this quarter and try again, but that was a flop. And then I already kind of shared these 2 with you, but this lasted a week and this lasted a couple little things. But yeah, that is my lineup. So I'm currently in a commit 30 for memory planning, my standard TN for any journaling I might want to do. My passport is a purse planner that stays in my purse and it's just like a brain dump. And then my rings for literally everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My next video will be a flip of this, like I said, and I'll kind of talk about my Gilio and how that is going, and that will be, I think, on Friday or Saturday. We'll see. I think it'll be Saturday, but yeah. I'll also be doing a flip of my commit 30 and kind of like a setup, how I have that going, and I'm also potentially doing a purse system video. So yeah, those are a few videos I have coming up. I guess the only other thing I have to say is I'm very inconsistent when it comes to YouTube, and I know that. I think I just have to accept the fact that I'm going to have lulls when it comes to filming. I've tried to bring myself to film videos for like 2 weeks now, and every time I go to do it, I get sidetracked, I do other things, and that's just my life right now. So you might see me pop in and out this year, and honestly, forever. I don't know. I'm just, I feel like a lot of the times things just seem redundant to film. One thing that I do kind of want to try and do this year, and it'll start this week, is weekly flips of my planner and of my rings, and maybe just like an update on all of my planners, like maybe a flip of all of my planners weekly. I don't know. Maybe this will be quarterly, but I want to do a weekly flip in my rings, and it might feel really redundant, but at least like I'm putting that content out there. I don't know. I want to get better at filming, and I think I'm just like I have to be a certain way or it's not going to work. Like, things have to be 3 videos a week or it's just, there's no point. But I think maybe just trying that 1 video a week, and then if I have anything else to supplement, I'll film it. But if not, the 1 video will be enough. I think that that's what I'm going to try. So yeah, all that to say, I'm sorry for my inconsistencies, and hopefully I can get on track. But if not, just kind of expect it from me, I guess. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later this week with a flip of my rings. Bye for now, guys.